Okay, so today we're going to go over what a workout program is and what it's going to do for you. So, this is a regular workout program that you'll receive in your app. And what it basically does is it has a sequence of exercises that are picked for your specific goals, and it's going to maximize the most amount of time so you don't get injured and you can achieve your goals as quickly as possible so you don't waste a lot of time coming into the gym and not having a plan. Now, this is also going to help you know exactly what you need to do within the gym every time you go in there. Sometimes you might go into the gym and realize you don't know what to do, so you waste a lot of time making a decision on what you should be doing. This cancels out all the decision making, as well as like you might be a busy professional, so you need to maximize your time. Now, I'll go through all of these. So, what you're going to see is the sequence of exercises, correct? Here, there's supersets. Over here, there's tempos, pyramid sets. There's a drop set down here. What are all of these things? These are intensity techniques to go ahead and help you push yourself much further than just doing the sets and reps mindlessly. And they also help you build mind muscle connection. Now, over here we got supersets. What does this basically mean? Supersets means that you're doing and performing these two exercises, and then you will have your rest after you perform the exercise. So if this says 8 to 12, this is the window that you need to perform that exercise. You cannot break this up into 4s, 6, 8 reps. These need to be in the window of 8 to 12. If you chose a weight that's too light, you can perform over 12 to 15 repetitions. That weight is too light. So how do we figure out how is the sweet spot? We need to log our weights and then have that data over time so we can figure out what is that sweet medium where you are exhausted after an exercise, but you didn't push so hard that you missed your repetitions. Then over here, there is intensity because you don't have rest. You're going to go work the opposite muscle group, and that is your rest for that exercise. Now we have tempos right here. So the tempos are the speed that you perform the exercise. So in a bent over row position, we're going to be going 3 seconds on the way down.
What's up? This is Dan Green.
I'll play this video for you. 3 seconds on the way down, and then we're going to go ahead and pause. So if he's dropping the weight, we want to go ahead and lower that slowly. So I'll show you. So if he were to go down, that would be 3 seconds on the way down, 1 second pause at the bottom, and then 3 seconds on the way up with a 1 second pause at the top. So that's full speed, correct? So with full speed, he'll be able to perform a very good amount of weight. Now, going slower on the tempo is going to reduce the amount of weight, but it's going to increase your ability to do your technique better. So some of you might need to focus on technique. Some of you might need to get stronger so you won't see tempos and things like that, but all things to think about. But over here, we're going to go into a pyramid set. So the pyramid set is you going up in weight and then decreasing the amount of repetitions that you use each time so you can push as much weight as possible. So 20 reps with 50 pounds is not going to be the same weight that you go ahead and use for the 15 reps or the 12 reps. You want to be going up in weight because you have lower repetitions. Doesn't make much sense if you were able to perform 20 reps with 60 pounds and then 15, 12. You didn't push yourself hard enough. So that's how you would push harder through that exercise. Now we'll go into assisted exercises. So assisted dips, assisted pull-ups. So the goal with these, correct? You don't want to be on this machine forever. You want to be able to perform this exercise without any assistance. So you might start with 100 pounds or 80 pounds of help. Then potentially we want to get to a point where you can do them body weight without this machine. That is you acquiring skills that you did not have before that will help you change your physique as well as push for more muscle and drop off more body fat. And at some point, you'll want to go ahead and add resistance. So what I mean by that is that you don't want to be at a point in your exercise program where you're continuously doing the same thing. You're going to take the fun out of things because things are no longer hard for you. And then you stay at this plateau. You stay at the same level. And the way that you avoid that is by getting better. The same thing goes for these assisted pull-ups. We want to get to the point where you don't need help to be able to do these exercises. Then we have seated dumbbell curls. That's just 12 to 15 repetitions. And then over here we have 12 to 15, and then we're burning out. Usually you'll see the last few exercises a burnout. This is a drop set. So we get to our last set. On the third set, we have a drop set. We hit the 12 to 15 curls. And then let's say we had 15 pounds there or 20 pounds there. Then we're going to start to decrease weight. We want to use the 10 pounders, go for as many reps as possible. The 8 pounders, go for as many reps as possible. The 5 pounders until there's no more weight. And then a tricep push down. And that's how you would follow your workout program. But if you have any questions on any of this information at all, feel free to reach out to me on the app or shoot me a message.